Good evening, everybody, and welcome to your moment of inappropriate humor. I am Perry Goldston, in case some of you have forgotten me. And my middle name is Inappropriate Humor. That's why I got invited tonight. And I want to welcome you to another episode of Looking Through the Periscope, which is life according to Perry Goldston. So tonight I'm going to be talking about a number of different topics. I want to start out with a public service announcement and give you a little update on the COVID-19. So, of course, I always go straight to the source to get all my information on the COVID-19, which is the WHO. What I find is amazing is that they know so much. They're more than just great musicians. They're also medical scientists. Although we did know that Keith Moon, the drummer, had quite a bit of experience with prescription drugs. He just made one mistake. So there's all different kinds of ways they're finding that it spreads. One of them is through poop. So here's how you can protect yourself from the COVID-19 when you're at home, if you can afford it. I understand toilet paper's back in stock now, so go ahead and cover your home with it. If you like, find a teenager to do that for you. And it's changed everything in our lives now, how we shop, how we go out, even how we work. See, this is what our office used to look like, and this is what our office looks like now, at home, working from our bed. This is how we used to dress for work, and this is how we dress for work now. And it's even changed how we do our work, how we get promoted. See, nowadays, if you want to get promoted at work, it takes hard work because the old-fashioned way is no longer safe. So a lot of people have been saying, where have we been? We haven't seen you and Tammy in a long time. We get calls. Well, in case you didn't know, Tammy and I moved away about a year ago, and this is where we live. If you can see on the right-hand side of your screen is a big circle. That's the San Gorgonio Pass, and you can see there's really nothing happening there. It's kind of nowhere. And then that black dot is Beaumont, and that's where we live, which is in the middle of the San Gorgonio Pass, so they call it the middle of nowhere. We live in a 55-plus community. There's always a party going on. Here's a photo of the Horror Circle from our Hanukkah party last year. And one of the things we did in our Hanukkah party was we taught everybody about kosher wine, and we had a kosher wine tasting. We even brought in some of the best kosher wine you could find, and we told them about how you know it's kosher wine. You got the Circle U on there. Somebody came up to me after the party and said, Perry, what's the difference between kosher wine and Jewish wine? I said, well, kosher wine you taste. Jewish wine you hear. Danny, I need new tires. We have a great community, lots of fun things to do, a beautiful swimming pool. I was at the swimming pool when I first moved here, and I saw this sign, appropriate swimwear is required. And I thought, why would they put that or need that in a 55-plus community? I was hoping it was because these girls showed up. When I found out, it was because of this guy here. And so if you don't want to have the appropriate swimwear sign, you could just do this. It's the same thing. That kind of says appropriate swimwear is required. I wonder how he left the house looking like that. What was he thinking? Well, he looks in the mirror, and this is what he sees. So I thought, inappropriate humor, how could I make it inappropriate? To be sure, I'm really inappropriate. So there you see me with my mom. That's a couple years ago. And in case you hadn't heard, my mom passed away in December. So I thought, what thing could I do that's more inappropriate, that make jokes at my mother's expense, being deceased, making fun of my deceased mother? That is inappropriate. So I thought what I would do now is a song about her to the tune of my Yiddish Mama. What I did was I updated the lyric. Things that I am grateful for, I have a goodly share. And as I sit here in the comfort of my multimedia chair. Remember, these are updated lyrics. My memory takes me to the Jewish suburbs in my town. 3 floors of finished basement and a big backyard playground. On a plastic covered couch she sat in the house my parents built. There was my Jewish mother shaming me with guilt. A Yiddish mama complains I never call her right. A Yiddish mama, I'm at her house most every night. Nothing was ever good enough for her, I gotta tell you. Darlene, it was her famous line as she would load my plate. Brisket noodle-kugel. Then she'd tell me, darling, you know, you're gaining too much weight. Her thoughts and opinions. She always had a favorite phrase. It's none of my business, but I will tell you anyways. What was on her mind was on her tongue. Oh, I am what I am, and it's plain to see. Portly, neurotic, and in therapy 3 times a week, $225 a session. And the insurance company will not cover it because they claim that being raised by a Jewish mother is a pre-existing condition. All because of my Yiddish mama, mama of mine. Shabbat shalom, everybody.